rolls into position. The announcement that the grid is set indicates by the green lights. And the start sequence has begun. Once all 5 lights are on, they'll go out. They have done, and we are away, and everybody away cleanly. A little tire smoke from one of the cars about 4 rows back as he spun up the tires. That'll cost him a little bit of momentum. To the first turn they come.
Stretched out very well, very nicely done by F4 all weekend, all 3 starts. Perfect.
Noah Ping jumps to the lead. Burketh right there in second spot. That was a great fast lap again. Earlier race, these cars gridded by their fast lap in the previous race. Still sorting themselves out 2 by 2. Still, Noah Ping and David Burketh in that order. Berg, I think, passed by Nicholas Rivers. We'll sort that out as they work their way through. Still side by side. One car was one of the spinners. It was Maite Cáceres. She has continued. Westling side by side, working his way forward. 7th position. Into carousel thing. Local yellow shown at turn 3, so 2 cars involved, one of which has not been involved in
Protected behind Berg.
So they're able to cover that with a local yellow rather than bringing out the safety car. Change for second spot. Looks like Alex Berg may have gotten around David Burketh. Sort that when they come.
Maybe Madison House.
See as they come across the line. We'll verify who's missing in action. Clean racing with that exception as they come up across the line. Here's Noah Ping. Nicholas Rivers up to second, then David Burketh, then Alex Berg, Matt Christensen in the 5th spot, Bryson Morris in 6th, Lochie Hughes 7th, for Westling, Fonseca and Shehan running out the top 10. 15 was R2, at turn 3, Maite Cáceres. Maddie Aust has been able to continue with her across the line, so Maite is the one stranded there at turn 3.
We had the breakdown that she had the off in 13 and ended up with the link cut out that first up all the weekend.
Exactly true. Still good racing going on just behind our leaders. Noah Ping opening up a bit of an advantage down into turn 5. He is at turn 6. Nicholas Rivers in the 2nd spot. And David Burketh and Alex Berg. Berg looking for his 3rd consecutive podium. Ping would like nothing more than to notch his first win. He's got a pair of podiums, but hasn't been on the top step just yet. Again, remember, this is the final race of the weekend. They have 2 sets of featured uncooked tires to start this weekend. Sorry, Danny. And so this is the final race on that 2 sets of tires. So these tires may be showing their age just a bit, so the drivers will have to be careful not to run out of tire before this race is over. Out into Canada corner. That's the Velocity Racing Development teammates. Noah Ping at the front. Nicholas Rivers in second. Jeff, I believe, has been passed by Alex Berg. Jeff now back. Matt Christensen. Side battle for 5th position as they string out single file and come to the line. Noah Ping stretching it out now at the front. then the 45 of, or 24 of Nicholas Rivers, then the 45 of Matt Christensen. Up to third, Burketh in fourth, Alex Berg fifth, Bryson Morris sixth. Westling, Lochie Hughes coming up from deeper in the pack. Gabriel Fonseca and Ryan Cheech on the top of 10. This 3 and 4 wide, 3 wide at least down the hill over the Aaron's Bridge. David Burketh gets back around Matt Christensen, I believe, up into third. Christensen winning the first two races of the weekend. Himself in third. That or Burketh got around Nicholas Rivers who may have fallen back. Similar livery on those two cars, so they need to sort it.
Side by side, 2-row deep. Across the top of the hill in the first 6 and the 7, hurrying down now. We're starting to get single file. That 93 wide corner, very difficult to see side by side with.
Through turn 8, good battling going on deep in the pack as they come under the SpeedTour bridge. Joe Ostholthoff working his way forward. Again, Joe did not run in any of the practice or qualifying sessions. His first time in the car this weekend was at race number 1. Joe looking to salvage a points finish here.
Out of 12 in the Thunder Valley.
Looks like Burketh has fallen back to fourth once again. So, Velocity Racing teammates running 1, 2, and 3. Had a sweep of the podium from TJ Speed in the FR race. And Velocity replay the favor here in the F4 U.S. finale of the weekend. Lost the line. Comes Noah Pink. Nicholas Rivers, Matt Christensen, David Burketh, Alex Berg, Bryson Morris, Oliver Westling, Lochie Hughes. Up to 8, Gabriel Fonseca and Artie Flores, your top 10. Again, points are scored down through 10th position, so lots of squabbling going on in the second half of the field, but they need to get to 10th to score points. So again, I think that's Joe Ostholthoff working his way forward. Seth Brown also in the Jay Howard livery, back in that order. Maddie Aust bringing up the rear in 20th, recovering from her spin there at turn 3 with Maite Cáceres. Side by side with David Burketh and Alex Berg as they come down the hill for turn number 5. It's the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Gabriel Fonseca right at the tail end of that grouping. There's your top 3. There's the 4th place runner, David Burketh. Hughes has gotten up into that 5th place battle, I believe. Lochie is the points leader. He's the winner with 2 other podiums so far this season. A podium in round 4. Just off the podium in round 5 with a 4th place finish. The 55 car has had a spin. Louka St-Jean at turn 5. Crosslink. A little too much speed down for that prime passing truck. One of the workers had his look at that car and reporting that he may have a tire going down, which may have precipitated that spin. The team's being alerted. To the line one more time. Noah Pink still leading over Nicholas Rivers, who's now coming under pressure from Matt Christensen, setting fast lap of the race. Alex Berg now up to 4th as David Burketh has been passed by both Berg and Lochie Hughes. Lochie Hughes challenging for the top 4. Burketh back to 6th. Bryson Morris in in 7. Westling, Fonseca, and Flores, your top 10. Carl Bennett in 11, just outside the points paying position. 55 comes by here at speed, so Fecury apparently content that that car is still under it. Lochie Hughes going for it as he is side by side with Alex Berg coming down the hill toward 5. Hughes on the outside, Berg on the inside. Got that pass made. Lochie Hughes up one more spot.
They're reminiscent of race 2 earlier this morning. Elbows up.
There's Noah Ping and the teammates Rivers and Christensen. A little further back. Lochie Hughes now up into that 4th spot, I believe. That's Berg right behind him. Then David Burketh. Bryson Morris and Oliver Westling. Gabriel Fonseca at the tail end of that group. It's about 3 seconds back to Artie Flores in 10th. Your leader, 2nd and 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Second place is not settled. Matt Christensen set fast lap of the race last time by, and he is all over his teammate, Nicholas Rivers. Christensen looking for another good finish here. If he can get around Rivers, he might be able to run down his teammate Noah Ping for the lead. Make it a clean sweep of the weekend.
A little bit of a break lock up by Christensen on the entrance of 14 there.
Shehan, for sure. Putting that battle forward. He is a dandy. Look at this, coming side by side to the line. Lochie Hughes and Alex Berg side by side. Bryson Morris, though, challenging as he sets fastest race lap in 6th position. Burketh, resurgent, only about a 1.5 seconds back. Westling, Fonseca, and Flores still in the points paying division. That battle for 4th is a dandy. Here they come, right down into turn number 3. Lochie Hughes shuffled back to the back of that group. It looks like Bryson Morris got around.
Burg has got a little left rear off in the dirt.
Here comes Lochie Hughes to the inside of Bryson Morris. They come down the hill. Morris right behind Berg, trying to give him a little nudge. Berg with the advantage right now. Hughes a little bit wide on the outside. Up the hill they come. Hughes still there, trying to go the long way around turn 6.
In position though, if he can stay there, gets to the inside of the 7, but I don't think he really stay there.
Here they come into turn 7.
I would have got back in line behind Berg.
Berg with the advantage. Lochie Hughes going to try again though.
Tried the crossover, went right, went back to the left to the inside. Beautifully done. In a hurry down. Beautiful done.
But lost a little momentum, and here comes Berg on the outside under the Speedville Bridge. As these three duking it out. A replay of what we saw earlier today, just outside the top 3. Some fantastic racing by these youngsters. Putting on a good show.
Racecraft.
Here's got a big smile on his face right about now. Battle for 2nd, side by side, down into Canada corner.
Lochie Hughes will take the defensive line to the inside of turn 12.
Still got the position. Berg right behind it, and then Bryson Morris right behind him. Morris was the fastest of the 3, fastest of all on the last race lap. Will Ping still out in front by about 2.5 seconds. Matt Christensen and Nicholas Rivers.
Rivers with a great block in 14 as well. Saw that by Christensen the last time.
There's Ping, there's Christensen, there's Rivers in that order. And once again, Berg and Hughes side by side at the stripe.
What I'm noticing here is Lochie Hughes is taking a little defensive line when he's out front, and it's compromising some momentum out of some of the bigger corners. And that's where Berg has been able to get the jump on the outside, especially here off of 14.
Berg takes the long way around turn 1, sweeps around to take that position back. Now they go 3 wide as Bryson Morris tries to pop out, and Oliver Westling is right behind him, making it a 4-way battle for 3rd spot.
You see anytime that you've got a battle like that between 2 or 3 cars, it seems to bring the rest rest of the field right to the back of the gearbox. And we're seeing that here in F4 again. Start race 2, seeing it again here in race 3. The battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th now becoming epic.
Down the hill once again. Here they come, all 4 of them, 2 wide. Through turn number 5 they come. Lochie Hughes comes out ahead. Bryson Morris
inside. Now Berg goes back to the right, ends up in line again through 6. Again, the blind left-hander, 90 degrees. And then you get to 7, you're flowing downhill, hurry down towards turn 8 and a big run towards 12.
Oliver Westling right there behind Alex Berg, looking for one of his best finishes of the weekend. As he comes down the turn behind Westling. David Burketh, Gabriel Fonseca, Artie Flores. To battle for the final steps on the points page. Top 10 position.
Lochie Hughes starts to pull away by Carlin. Bryson Morris. Morris elected to take a little wider line over the carousel on his turn. On the apex exit.
That third place battle. Morris trying to find a way to catch up to Lochie Hughes, maybe get to the inside of Canada corner. Hughes maintains it. There's Bryson Morris. There's Berg right behind him. Oliver Westling.
Fonseca not giving up anything yet.
Exactly. Fonseca, I think, got passed by David Burketh, but we'll check that as they come up the hill. Our leader, Noah Ping. Matt Christensen, Nicholas Rivers sets his personal best. Lochie Hughes guarding the inside line, running right along the inside pit wall. They come single file toward turn 1. Not for long.
Morris to the outside, the long way around turn 1, well across the rumble strip. Gets in the dirt, everybody's saved for the moment. But Lochie Hughes under immediate pressure by the field at this point behind him.
Bryson Morris tried to go around the inside, get down to the inside of turn 3, but not quite able to close the deal.
The snake down the straightaway underneath Sargento.
Hughes weaving back and forth, trying to break the draft down that long plunge toward turn 5. Here they come, side by side, Hughes and Morris. Morris with a nose ahead as they come into the braking zone.
They got pitching momentum. He's got to get on the binders a little bit earlier. Opens the door for Morris to go to the inside at 6.
Morris is on the inside, but Hughes stays strong. Now he'll have the inside line at turn 7.
There's a little bit more momentum out of 7. Hughes back to the point of that battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Alex Berg, then Oliver Westling right behind him. Shuffled behind Westling. David Burketh, Gabriel Fonseca, Artie Flores. A fantastic battle.
So this is 3rd through 10th in this group.
4th actually. 4th, yeah. Nicholas Rivers still pretty clear of this group by about 4 seconds. He and Ben Christensen have their own battle. Velocity teammates. 3 positions at the moment. We've got about a minute to change that. Yes, we'll see the white flag this time by. Done. Battle for 4th continues to be enthralling just to watch the racecraft with these youngsters. Lochie Hughes with maybe a little breathing room, a couple car lengths, most we've seen for a bit. Bryson Morris right there. Hughes, the points leader. Morris 3rd, 4th in the points. The white flag shown to our top 3. And here comes the battle for 4th. Spanning out 2 wide. Across the line. Still Hughes, Morris, and Berg in that order with Westling right behind. There's your top 3. And here comes the battle for 4th. Lochie Hughes with the advantage. Bryson Morris, Alex Berg, Oliver Westling. Single file now down the hill. Further back, popping out to see if they can make something of it. David Burketh and Artie Flores going side by side.
Right now, Alex Berg is Lochie Hughes' best friend as he's challenging Morris. Morris had a bit more distance to his mirrors here, and Lochie Hughes able to pull away a bit.
Burketh can shuffle to the back of that order. Remember, he qualified 2nd, but I think maybe the tire is going away. from Burketh. Lochie Hughes waiting a little too late on the brakes. He goes wide,
and that brought him right back in. He had scampered away, and now they're right back on the gearbox. Contact in a sec.
Yeah, Morris gives him a little love tap, and there goes Alex Berg to the inside. Come out of turn 7.
Great car control there by Lochie Hughes, though. That car was up the nose cone and able to maintain the spot.
Berg thinking about going to the inside at turn 8, but Bryson Morris held his line and made it impossible for him to do so. And behind them is Oliver Westling and Gabriel Fonseca. They come through the carousel turn for the final time at speed. Westling, I think, has been passed by Fonseca. Fonseca up into 7th. Work their way through the King on the way to Canada. The last real passing opportunity coming up. Hughes appears to have it in control, but we have seen it all go wrong in Canada on more than one occasion. Hughes with the position, then Bryson Morris, then Alex Berg. Right behind him, Gabriel Fonseca. As they come through 13 for the final time. The leaders coming up the hill. Noah Ping coming under some pressure from his teammate Matt Christensen as they come to the line. But it is Ping, then Christensen. Nicholas Rivers in 3rd. Now we wait for the 4th place runner. Lochie Hughes holds on. Bryson Morris, then Alex Berg and Gabriel Fonseca. Fonseca and Berg 5/100ths of a second at the line. Artie Flores gets up 2 spots on the last lap from 10th to 8th. Oliver Westling in 9th and David Burketh, after starting outside of row 1, has to settle for the final points paying position.
Thank you.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Noah Ping, how does that feel?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, it's special to win in F4, and it's even special when you win it from pole. So it's really good to have the VRD guys up here. It's good to get a first win, and then especially my first win being a 1-2-3 for VRD. Couldn't have dreamed anything better. So it's really good, really fun experience.
Was it as easy as you made it look out there?
Well, I was always told drive to make it look boring, but it definitely wasn't. I pushed really, really hard at the beginning of the race, kind of burned out a few of my tires, so was just managing there at the end, and then I saw Matt catching me quick at the end. So I knew coming to the white flag, as long as I hit my marks, I think I should have been okay, and it turned out to be that, so really good, really good. Come on, Nick. How was it?
How was it?
Hey, good job.
How was it from your position?
It was great, man. It's cool to see all 3 cars from VRD all on the on the podium. So I'm just happy about that, honestly.
Matt Christensen, did you have anything for him?
I was catching him at the end, and I just ran out of laps. But it's amazing to have all 3 cars on the podium. It's just great for the team.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
In 3rd, his 2nd podium of the season, Nicholas Rivers, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic race you guys had.
Yes, indeed. I mean, like I said, it's just so amazing to see all 3 cars from one team up here on the podium. So I'm really happy for VRD.
And you were closing at the end, giving Matt his run for his money.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they all did an amazing job. Honestly, I'm just happy to see all three of us up here. So,
Nicholas, anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank VRD. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my grandmother. I mean, and F4 for hosting this beautiful event at Road America.
Congratulations. Thanks for a great race. Nicholas Rivers, ladies and gentlemen, your 3rd place finisher.
Well done, mate.
Pick up the trophy.
Fourth podium on the season and 3rd of the weekend, Matt Christensen, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back wins and a 2nd place. Not a bad way to get through the weekend.
Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. I had some trouble at the start there, and some cars were passing me, and I saw they pulled a big gap, and I knew I just needed to click off good laps to the end to catch Noah and Nick.
You made it close at the end. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank all the VRD guys. It's amazing to have all 3 cars on the podium, and I'd like to thank my family for supporting me.
Congratulations. Matt Christensen, ladies and gentlemen, a 2nd place finish. This young man has been close. He's had one podium. His first win, ladies and gentlemen, Noah Ping. How about it, young man? You're on the top step of the bus.
Yeah, it's a really great feeling here in F4 to be on the top podium. There's nothing like it. But shout out to the VRD guys. Obviously our cars were pretty quick here, so to go 1, 2, 3 here, and congrats to my teammates. So it's a big accomplishment for us.
You got a good start, man. You had a pretty comfortable lead right after at the end of the first lap, and it's just a matter of maintaining.
Yeah, definitely. That was kind of planned. Had a pretty bad start, did a big burnout, so hopefully the fans liked it. But yeah, our goal, or my goal, is to try and get a big lead that way, because I knew they'd be fighting into 5. So if I could get a lead there and break the toe, that was the goal, and it worked. Lost a little pace there in the middle and the end, but I think I was just pushing really hard in the beginning, so I didn't have as much tire. But Matt was hunting me down for sure. I think if it was another lap or 2, he would have had me, but it's good.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, VRD, I mean, all the guys who make me fast. Couldn't do it without the coaches. My coach, Sean Rahal, all 7 of my other coaches out there, they really helped me out. My dad, F4, Ligier, Honda, all of them. It was a true accomplishment.
And your brother?
Yeah, and my little brother. He got a P2 out here about a week and a half ago, so learned a few things from him, and he definitely helped me out and supported me, so it was a lovely Sunday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First time winner, ladies and gentlemen, Noah Ping.